3, 2, 1.
Oh, good catch. We'll put that on the outtakes. Hey there, fans. Welcome to Fragrance Friday, but a little caveat to that. We're delayed in schedule this week, so it's actually Sunday, fun day, but it's still Fragrance Friday. So let's get it out of the way. I'm here with my ride or die, Jay Goobles, my co-host for Fragrance Friday. Let's get our wristwatch checks out of the way. So here we go. I just got a Seiko quartz that I picked up at an estate sale. I actually want to talk about this bracelet. So this was a Spiegel elastic bracelet that someone probably wore out the original leather and they just grabbed this off the drugstore counter. So I think it's hilarious. It's retro.
Straight 70s.
Straight 70s. Goes with my leather. Because, hey, when you're in a closet, you need leather. So I just think it's hilarious. So this is definitely in a cigar box that needs repair. This thing needs some polywash on the crystal, or it's probably not even crystal because it's a Seiko quartz, but it does have a day-date complication. I do love the font on the SQ. It's similar to like the Grand Seiko font there. So really I don't know if you can see that, but it's just a Seiko quartz. They were a leader in the quartz watch movement, the battery operator watch movement. So I'm going to clean this up with some polywash, some Cape Cod cloth, obviously a new strap, but I just think this was hilarious.
I think you should keep it on there.
Yeah, that Tag Heuer I bid on, I shouldn't call it a Tag Heuer, it was a pre-Tag. So Tag actually bought Heuer, and it became Tag Heuer. So I found a pre-Tag, so it was just a Heuer chronograph, and it had this same bracelet on it. And I was, I'm not a watch snob. I'm just as happy wearing a G-Shock or a Casio as I am wearing a Rolex. So I'm not a watch snob, but I thought it was ironic that a super expensive chronograph with amazing history behind it was on a Spiegel collapsible bracelet. So that's my wristwatch check. So what do you got on there, Jay Goobles?
First off, YouTube, what's going on? I am wearing my Hamilton khaki field. I don't know if you can pick that up. Pick it up. It is on Bond NATO, and it is one of my first mechanical watches, and I love it.
Yeah, Hamilton, great company. So American heritage, started in America. Then during the quartz crisis that I always talk about, and all the battery-operated watches were just being mass-produced so cheaply, I think it was a Swiss company, a larger conglomerate that is now part of the Swatch Group,
that is correct,
picked up Hamilton. So now you've got American heritage, but a Swiss mechanical movement in these Hamiltons, and I think the prices have still stayed reasonable for a mechanical watch.
For sure, it's a great entry level into mechanical watches.
And of course, we're trying to bring spring early. We got the shades on. Let's talk those too. So I've got some retro vintage to go with my whole look here. These are Italian, limited edition. They're probably Bakelite or something weird. There's probably no UV protection on them whatsoever.
Who cares? They look cool.
But they look sweet with this coat and my retro watch. So what do you got on today?
I am wearing my Maui Jims. I love these things. They're one of my favorite. I'm trying to remember the name, and I can't. But awesome, super awesome glasses. Maui Jim, one of the best out there.
And I see I got triple beads on. You put some beads on.
Eagle Eye.
We got the healing beads going. That's awesome. I got my Hawaiian-esque shirt with some fish on it because I was actually filming a fish tank episode before this that'll air later this week.
Ooh, check that one out.
Yeah, I was just cleaning the fish tank, giving some tips and tricks for aquarium care. So one of my other hobbies. But it's Fragrance Friday. We're so off topic here. So with Fragrance Friday, we're going to throw out a scenario and then try to find the best solution. So this week's scenario is a first date. So, you're on a first date. You don't want to overpower the situation, but you want to smell good. You want to obviously attract your person you're courting. So what do you got for us today?
Well, first date, first off, you don't want to wear something too brash and crazy. You gotta, know your audience. The girl you might be on a date with, she might not like super heavy fragrances, so you want to go with something light, fresh, clean.
Plus, this is a first date. We really probably don't know what she likes. You might have met this person, him or her, on the internet. So I haven't mussed up yet. So I'm gonna try on whatever we're talking about today.
I am gonna always recommend for a first date, and really a fragrance everybody should own, or a type of fragrance, and that is Bleu de Chanel. By Chanel, of course.
Where's the box? You know, I love packaging. There we go. So the original packaging. Love it. There's the bottle. So what kind of cost are we talking about, though? You're saying everyone should own this. Is it relatively cheap, or is it worth...
Look,
I mean...
You're going to pay what you get for, and Chanel fragrances, they don't offer discounts ever. Okay. I don't care if you go online.
But Chanel, I mean, a rich history. Talk about a known brand. I mean, we're talking French. We're talking huge heritage. Yeah. Chanel No. 5 is probably the most known in pop culture, just women's as far as terms. Yeah.
You're looking at probably anywhere from $75 for the smaller bottle.
This size, or
yep, that size, 1.7 milliliters. 1.7 ounces. Sorry.
Yeah, 1.7 fluid ounces, 50 milliliters,
and maybe all the way up to $110 for the double-sized bottle.
So that's not bad. I mean, this is going to last you. You're talking you spray 1 or 2 pumps.
Yes.
What would you think on a first date? Like one on the back of the neck again?
On a first date, you're going to want to take it easy on the trigger.
Okay, so one.
Maybe one on the back. Maybe one on the front. This is another one, too, where it's a little lighter, a little fresh. You want to spray your wrist or the inner side of your elbows, go ahead and do that. You're not going to knock anybody out, that fragrance. It's good, clean, fresh.
Yeah, it's not overpowering. It's reacting well to me. I love this top. It almost is magnetic. As it gets close, it snaps on there. I don't know. Let's see if the camera can get that.
Very good for
I
ASMR,
love that. Huh? I love that. I love little things like that. I love packaging. I love the bottles. So we got the spray on. Is it going to last me?
This fragrance is like
or is it going to wear out halfway?
Like all Chanel fragrances, is high quality and it will last. You will get anywhere from 6 to 10 hours with it. You know, so you don't have to worry about reapplying. It's gonna, you spray it on before your date. You're gonna be smelling good all throughout that date.
Let's talk about some places to buy it. I don't like buying things like fragrances online, and I have a hard time buying some clothing online because I like to touch it, see it, feel it, smell it. So, but what is your thought? You know, what's a good place to buy?
A good place to find it, like I said, sometimes places online have discounts on fragrances, not on Chanel fragrances. So you're gonna have to buy in.
So you might as well go to the store anyway.
You're gonna have to buy in a department store, Sephora. If you find a Sephora, you know, basically anywhere.
Didn't we see this at Macy's though? I think we were with a friend that was a friend and fan of the channel. We were with him when he bought his Chanel, and it was at Macy's, I believe. Macy's,
Nordstrom's, Sephora. Almost anywhere that sells fragrances has Chanel, and they will have Bleu de Chanel.
And even though there's not a discount on Chanel, if you get a good worker at the counter and you're buying something, they'll usually give you a sample. If you're curious about another fragrance, they might get you a little sample if they're really trying to upsell you.
They do. They will.
So that's a nice little touch that, again, you're not going to get online. So you might save a few bucks online, but you're not going to get that personalized service. You're not going to be able to smell it. And you're not going to be able to sample some of the other fragrances. But if it's a scent you're rebuying because you know you love it, then maybe shopping online might work. What are some sites that are safe to buy from?
If you do want to buy online, you can try Amazon. I mean, it's simple. Amazon has everything, and they have fragrances too.
And you can trust Amazon if it's a known seller or direct ship from Amazon's supply.
Fragrance.net is another online site that is really, really good. I recommend that one. So those would be the two I would go for, Amazon or Fragrance.net. And you will figure it out.
I want to go back because I actually noticed the NATO strap you have on that. I believe that's the James Bond colors, typically on an Omega, but that is the James Bond-esque.
This is the modern day Daniel Craig version of Bond NATO strap.
So I love that. I'm a big James Bond fan, and I believe James Bond would enjoy good fragrances. So
Oh, no doubt.
that's
no
a
doubt.
perfect strap for today.
No doubt.
So what else? What else do we need to talk about?
I will say this. This was the fragrance I wore on my first date with my girlfriend.
Your special lady got the Blue Date Chanel?
That was
Really?
the first fragrance I ever wore.
Wow. And was she still happy with it?
She still likes it to this day.
Still likes it. Okay.
And
probably holds a special memory because we do have scents tied to memory.
Yes.
So if you have a good date, that scent might help you in the future bring back some of that, spark, that romance.
For sure, for sure.
So we covered a lot today, but I think we really need to dive more into some watch topics today because you got something going on in the forefront. I think you're selling a piece maybe because you want to upgrade.
Well, not necessarily an upgrade, maybe a shift in
The type you have in your
shift in
collection.
type.
So what are you selling?
I am selling my Zen 104, which is a very popular watch.
German.
Yes, German. Dan will edit in a shot.
Yeah,
of
I'll put a picture of it, and then I can put the eBay listing, and it has all the original box papers, and I believe you have a second strap choice.
I have both the metal bracelet and a leather strap for it, along with the deploying clasp.
Okay, fans, this is the Zen that's going to be in the eBay store. I'll put a link in the description. So it's on its leather strap. This is the strap it came with. This was the upgraded bracelet. It even comes with the tool. The clasp has been changed to a deployment clasp. So it's a very cool German watch. Does have a date complication. Beautiful blue dial. So yeah, check it out. Zen watches. Awesome. Now, I'm not a big fan of steel bracelets, but I think it helps with the value of the watch. So I usually buy my watches with the bracelet, then take it off, store it, and I get a leather strap or a NATO strap. I love changing it out. The straps having different feel. Like that NATO, obviously that's not the original to that Hamilton watch, but still looks cool, gives you a different feel for the watch, maybe a little lighter on the wrist, not too heavy. So yeah, Zen, cool German watch. Now, what are you going to be, what's the next grail? What are you pursuing once you sell the...
It's already on order.
What? Okay, breaking news, guys. I didn't even know this. He's already got the next watch on order.
Already on order, should be arriving on Tuesday.
Now, have you sent this to me?
You may have seen it. We might have to
Okay, we're going to do an unboxing. I don't want to know. We're going to unveil it live next Fragrance Friday. We'll do an unveiling for you fans. So I'm excited. Wow, I thought you were waiting to sell the Zen. Now, Zen is actually spelled, it's German, so it's spelled S-I-N-N, but you say it Zen. So just in case you're wondering when I put it up there, if it's that it starts with a S and we're calling it Zen. So
Zen.
Part of the German, but it's still a great brand. Mechanical watch, amazing heritage. So I'm excited for you. Wow, ordered another watch. So I've also started adding to my everyday carry. I'm actually using the little pocket in the jeans, the little inner pocket, and I'm carrying a lighter. So you've seen this on other, but I am just in love with this new Zippo. It's got the artist. Again, I talked about that. He does his artwork from actually burning and using the ash and the fumes onto the paper and then, brushing out images. So this is actually like done with fire and ash. That is so cool. And then I've got, of course, the new insert in it, double butane.
Very cool.
So that's better for cigars because it doesn't absorb the lighter fluid. So butane's a cleaner fuel for when you're smoking cigars. And with the double flame should help you light it. So I'm not a big smoker, but occasional cigar outside is good. And I'm definitely in the type of shirt that promotes a nice cigar. So
come on, spring, come on.
Yeah, we need spring to hurry up. So that's all we got for you this week. So next week's going to be jam-packed, new scenario, new fragrance, and an unveiling of Jay Google's latest timepiece. So stay tuned, please. We're trying to expand our channel, our different types of shows. So like, subscribe, share, comment, engage with us. And we hope to see you soon.